Number seven, strong communicator. What is being a strong communicator and why is it important? Excellent communication is the key to a good leadership. An effective leader knows how to put across his message. They are very good orators and communicate to get his or her work done. They are not harsh. They choose words and expressions which suit the situation and allow others to express their thoughts and ideas. They understand how important it is to have good communication skills. They are very conscious and learn from others' behaviors, which gives them a deep understanding of the human complexities. In over 35 years of working and having worked with over 2 dozen great leaders, I had the privilege to work with a lot of good ones. The great ones that really made a difference were all of them great communicators, all of them. They were very clear in their vision. They communicated it very well all throughout the company. They are crystal clear in communicating their goals and aspirations. They are also excellent listeners. Remember that communication is two ways. Going back to my previous director, Dave Jones, Dave would go to the whiteboard and get a marker and draw what he wants us to accomplish. In composing emails, many times I had to sit and wait for him to finish editing his email before sending it. He always gives his full attention when speaking to anyone. When he composes his emails, he would make sure that the words he uses are simple and his sentences short. He does not use jargons and keeps his message brief and concise. It is easy to be lazy and just blurt out what we want to say. However, that will produce the understanding you would that will not produce the understanding you want to establish. In fact, you will end up confusing the person you are speaking with. Communication is all about the person who will receive the message and not you as the speaker. There was a study that I read years ago. The researchers blamed our school systems why we are terrible at writing effective communication. Growing up, we were trained to write long pages of essays. There was a minimum number of pages instead of establishing a maximum. We were expected to use big words in our writing. We were taught how to speak, but we were never taught how to listen. We were taught many of the wrong things in communication. The reward system was also wrong. We were rewarded for long paragraphs of words that only our professors will understand. Many years ago, I was in a meeting with a team of Microsoft executives. They were presenting their proposal for the bank to use their server and domain solutions. In our team, we had our CEO and a couple of C level executives of the bank in the meeting. We were at the CEO's boardroom for the presentation. The first 5 minutes of the presentation was confusing to most of the executives. Microsoft tried to show off their services by using big and confusing words. They were using technical jargons like crazy. Our CEO, after a few minutes, eventually stood up and politely interrupted the presentation. He asked questions about certain terminologies that was used by Microsoft. He also asked the Microsoft team to avoid using jargons so that the bank executives would understand what they were saying. Clearly, the presentation irritated our leadership team. Whoever created the presentation deck wrote it only for themselves, not for their audience. They did not consider the audience. They forgot the basics of communication. Communication is about the listener. I'll repeat, communication is about the listener. It is not about the speaker. If you are writing something just for yourself and for yourself's sake, then you might as well just write a diary. Have you ever been in a situation that you did not get what the other party was saying or trying to tell you?